The Gadmir, an advanced race of beings who once lived in the Milky Way galaxy. Realizing that they were unable to prevent the extinction of their species, the Gadmir used their technological advancements to launch an automated ship capable of terraforming a distant world, with the goal of one day bringing the Gadmir civilization back to life. The Gadmir are one of the few non-humanoid intelligent species known to have lived in our galaxy. They thrived for thousands of years, evolving into a peaceful and technologically advanced civilization. The Gadmir were capable of space travel, with a respect for life and their own rich culture, although one very different from human worlds. Whereas humans are carbon-based life forms, the Gadmir are sulfur-based. Thus, they lived on a planet with a radically different natural environment, one that would have been poisonous to other races. For this reason, it is unlikely that the Gadmir visited human-populated worlds or used the Stargates. Physiologically, they have features evocative of both lizards and insects, including a large cranium and what may be an exoskeleton. They are green and have long tails, appear to have walked upright, and on average were probably larger than humans. The Gadmir were eventually driven to extinction, a consequence of a conflict with a superior military power, an enemy that wiped them out more than a millennia ago. This might have been the Goa'uld. Seeing the inevitable end for their people, the Gadmir resolved to preserve some memory of their culture and 10,000 years of history. Their scientists created an advanced terraformer ship, designed to transplant records of their civilization to a new homeworld. Science and mathematics, medicine, art and philosophy, along with a vast catalog of DNA samples and the technology to seed that life to evolve anew. The ship was entirely automated, programmed to travel the stars in search of an uninhabited planet suitable for terraforming. Candidate worlds were required to match a list of 2,634 parameters, including size, core temperature, and the absence of intelligent life forms. Because the terraforming process is destructive, the entire ecosystem would be obliterated, with materials on board the ship used to create a world where Gadmir life, as well as their planet's flora and fauna, could one day evolve. After the downfall of the Gadmir, the terraformer traveled the Milky Way galaxy for centuries, scanning many millions of planets to find a suitable candidate, all under the direction of an onboard artificial intelligence, Lotan. Because the ship carried limited materials needed to complete its mission, once the terraforming process began, it could not be halted and restarted on another world. This presented a deep moral problem when SG-1 discovered the Gadmir ship already at work on P5S-381, the same planet where they had recently resettled thousands of Inkaran refugees. The humanoid Inkarans also have their own unique physiology, and it had taken weeks or months for Earth to find a world where they could survive. Would the Inkarans be killed if they did not leave, or would the terraformer be stopped, spelling the final end of a species that had already gone extinct? While Dr. Daniel Jackson advocated for the rights of the Gadmir to restart their civilization, Colonel Jack O'Neill attempted to destroy the ship in order to protect the Inkarans, who could not be relocated. Fortunately, with help from Dr. Jackson, the AI Lotan discovered a solution. In its travels, the Gadmir ship had previously scanned the original Inkaran homeworld, from which the refugees had long been separated. The terraformer bypassed the planet in part because it was inhabited, and now Lotan was convinced to transport the Inkarans home and then return to this world to resume the terraforming process. It is not known whether the terraforming process destroyed the Stargate, but the Gadmir's future new home is now inhospitable to human life. It is also not known how long it might take for an intelligent species to evolve anew, or whether the ship may have remained to help artificially accelerate that process, after 1,000 years bringing the Gadmir people back from the dead. For more people, places, and things from the Stargate universe, visit StargateOmnipedia.com. If you want to support Gateworld on YouTube, like this video and leave a comment, and share this video with a friend. Check out this playlist for more videos from the Stargate Omnipedia.